My name is Ethan, and I am 16 years old. I live in a small town in California surrounded by forests and hills. Our town is peaceful most of the time, but every summer, we face the threat of wildfires. This year, the fires came closer than ever before. It started on a quiet afternoon. I was sitting on the porch playing my guitar when I noticed the sky turning orange. At first, I thought it was just the sunset, but the air smelled like smoke. My mom rushed outside, her face full of worry. "Ethan, we need to pack a bag. The fire is getting close," she said. I didn't understand how serious it was until I saw the news. The fire, called the Redwood Blaze, had already destroyed several homes in the nearby town. Firefighters were working nonstop, but the strong winds made it hard to control the flames. My dad came home from work early, and we started packing essentials: clothes, important documents, and some of our favorite things. I grabbed my guitar, a photo album, and my little sister Lily's favorite teddy bear. By evening, the fire was visible from our backyard. The flames danced on the horizon, and the smoke made the air hard to breathe. The sound of helicopters and fire trucks filled the night. Our town was under an evacuation order, so we had to leave. My parents, Lily and I, got into the car, along with our dog, Max. The streets were crowded with cars, and everyone looked scared. We drove to a shelter set up in a school gymnasium. The place was full of people, families, pets, and volunteers. Everyone was talking about the fire. Some people had already lost their homes. I sat next to Lily, trying to comfort her. She was hugging her teddy bear tightly and asking, "Ethan, will our house be okay?" I didn't know what to say, so I just hugged her and said, "I hope so." The next few days were tough. The fire kept spreading, and the firefighters were doing everything they could to stop it. The shelter was crowded, but people were kind. Volunteers brought food, blankets, and toys for the kids. I even met a firefighter named Jake, who told me about his job. "It's dangerous, but saving lives makes it worth it," he said. His words inspired me and gave me hope. Finally, after what felt like forever, we got some good news. The firefighters had managed to contain the fire. It had burned thousands of acres, but our town was safe. When we drove back home, the air still smelled like smoke, and the hills were blackened, but our house was standing. I felt a mix of relief and sadness. Many families weren't as lucky. That night, as we sat together in our living room, my mom said, "We have to be grateful for what we have and help those who lost everything." We decided to volunteer at the shelter and donate clothes and supplies to those in need. The Redwood Blaze was a terrifying experience, but it also taught me something important. It showed me the strength of community and the bravery of people like Jake, who risked their lives to protect others. I will never forget the sight of those flames or the kindness of strangers. It was a fire that changed everything, but it also brought us closer together.